Pete's peculiar pet shop, the very smelly dragon. So children, which is probably a little bit creepy for somebody of my age to be reading and saying to you. Here we go, right, chapter 1, burp. It's clearly a quality read, this one. Pete, me, the owner of Pete's peculiar pet shop, was returning to his shop. As he was passing the entrance to a cave, something shot out of it and landed at his feet. Can you guess what it is yet? It was a baby, of course it was a baby dragon. The dragon looked up at Pete with big, sad eyes. Pete gently picked up the dragon and carried it back to his shop. Pete put a large sign in his shop window. Dragon for sale, only 5 gold. Exploitation of baby dragons in this book, by the way, unnatural. Baby dragon for sale, only 5 gold coins. Mopsy, Pete's helper, gave the dragon a bath. She got very wet.
Shit.
The dragon gave Mopsy's face a friendly lick. Then he burped. Oh dear, said Pete, pounding the window. Sounds like life in a Lawnmower Deth van, to be perfectly honest. The shop bell rang to let them know they had a customer. I'm Chloe, and I'd like to buy the dragon, the little girl said. How much money can you offer? Asked Pete. 2 plastic pennies, said Chloe. Type, count. You won't be able to buy anything with 2 plastic pennies, quite right, grumbled the griffin. Chloe looked upset, don't blame her. I want a pet that will do magic tricks, she said. Actually, Pete said kindly, often said about me, I do have a very nice magic... I've got a very nice magic slug. Yes, for 2 plastic pennies. What the fuck is this kind of book? No, I've lost my way now. I do have a very nice magic slug for 2 plastic pennies. Put it on a cabbage and I will make your cabbage disappear. Chloe was very pleased with her slug, I bet she was. Chapter 2. Stick with me, kids, there's only about 17 chapters. Chapter 2, Dragon not for sale. Plot twist. Pete put plastic pennies into the cash box. He put his head in his hands. Today was not going well. The dragon burped. The day was not getting any better. Pete changed the sign. Dragon for sale. 4 gold coins. Better. The shop bell rang to let them know they had another customer. I'm Lady Overtop. I'd be the envy of all my friends if I had a dragon, she said. Pete showed her the dragon. It peered at her unhappily and it burped loudly. Lady Overtop promptly left the shop, holding her nose. You want to try being in a van with Steve, by the way, you'd hold your nose. Pete changed the sign. Dragon for sale. Once in a time, lifetime offer this. Dragon for sale, only 3 gold coins. A wizard entered. Let me see the dragon, he demanded. He looked at it and he said, it's a bit on the small side for my needs. I will give you half a gold coin for it. Take it. What do you need it for? Asked Pete. I need bits of dragon to carry out some spells, said the wizard. Of course he does. There will be no spells using any of my pets, Pete shouted. He chased the wizard from the shop. Oh dear, said Pete. No one wants a sad-looking dragon that burps, quite right. Pete took the sign out of the window. Are we enjoying this, children? Chapter 3, we're still going. I'm on the edge of my seat here. A peculiar cat. The dragon sat behind the counter on a fluffy blanket. A bus stopped outside the shop and an old witch struggled down the steps. Can I help you, madam? Said Pete. Please speak up, young lady, said the witch. I'm very deaf, like me. Her eyes did not work very well either. My name is Pete, shouted Pete. Can I help you? My hearing is not good. My eyesight is worse, she said. I can't fly my broomstick, so I don't go out much. I want a nice fluffy cat to sit on my lap and to keep me company. Pete looked around his shop. He had lots of peculiar pets. He even had friendly slugs, but he didn't have a fluffy cat. Pete liked the witch and he wanted to help her. He carefully placed the dragon with a fluffy blanket onto the witch's lap. I only have this cat at the moment, he bellowed. By me. It's unusual and very smelly. The dragon burped a very smelly burp. "I have no sense of smell," said the witch, good for her, stroking the fluffy blanket. "This is a very unusual cat. I'd be happy to look after it." She winked at Pete. "How much is it?" Anybody want to guess? "It just so happens that this cat comes free if you buy one of our slugs," yelled Pete. "How much is a slug then?" asked the witch. "2 plastic pennies." "Lovely," said the witch. The witch took the dragon and the slug home, and the dragon curled up on her lap with a blanket and she stroked it. When the dragon got too big to fit on her lap, it crouched beside her chair. It rested its head on her lap so she could still stroke it. The dragon was the best pet she could have ever asked for. What's more, when the witch wanted to go out, she didn't need to catch the bus. That's handy because all the services have been cancelled. Her peculiar cat could fly her anywhere. Sometimes they took the slug along too, just for the ride. Wasn't that a lovely story, Beermageddon?